Greetings Pilgrims, I'm Doug, this is Camino 2020, and I may have a problem. Can you really have too much gear? Is it excessive to have 3 of nearly the same backpacks? I think we both know that the answer to that question is negative. I do have 3 very similar backpacks behind me, but I am taking advantage of some good return policies to test these out. It's not my fault that the internet has taken over the world of shopping, and if you want to try out a backpack that you get online, this is the only way to do it. What I want to talk about now is the possibility of taking a 60-liter backpack on the Camino. Now, common Camino wisdom is going to tell you that 60 liters is way too big of a backpack to be bringing on the Camino. I've done another video on this before, and I agree 100%. I think that a backpack in the high 30 to low 40 liter range is completely sufficient to have a decent Camino loadout. So why in the world am I looking at backpacks in the 60-liter range? Well, it's because the world of backpacks is not neatly divided into large, small, heavyweight, lightweight. There are some packs in between, and behind me are a few of them. It might surprise you to know that one of these packs has a pretty significantly different carry volume than the other two. This is the Gregory Optic 48. It's a, as you might have guessed, 48-liter pack. These two, one from Granite Gear and one from Sierra Designs, are actually 60-liter packs. And as you can tell just by looking at them, they don't look tremendously different. When it comes to their relative height, all of these bags are pretty darn close. So the extra volume of these two packs has to be coming from the volume pushing out the back or pushing out the sides. And this is where these packs really stand out as being different than the typical traditional pack that you'd find on the shelf. What you'll notice on something like this Gregory is that it is set up to be 48 liters. As far as compression straps go, you've just got this one kind of going back and forth up the side here, not a whole lot on the front. This pack is designed to hold 48 liters, and the assumption seems to be that you're going to pretty much be using it. With these other two packs, however, you have a pretty major system of compression straps, and it allows you to significantly change the volume. For example, this Granite Gear is a 60-liter pack. However, right now, it is probably a 1-liter pack. Yes, believe it or not, that is actually the size of the pack. Now, this isn't vacuum sealed or anything crazy like that. It's just that all of the compression straps have been tightened down. And as you can see, there is almost no give to this anymore. My arm is pretty snug right now. With the compression straps down, this thing is almost laughably small. The same goes for the Sierra Design Flex Capacitor. Cue the Back to the Future jokes. Okay, the Sierra Design Flex Capacitor is a 60-liter backpack, but again, have a look. This thing shrinks down to almost nothing. It's difficult to see this, but I literally can't even get my arm in here without pretty serious effort. It is completely stuck to my arm right now. My arm is not huge, and that's all because of the compression straps. Now, I will be doing full reviews on these packs once I have been able to take them out on the trail, but for now what I wanted to point out is that you can actually get packs that can expand quite a bit from almost 0 all the way up to 60, and yet retain the basic size characteristics of something much smaller. Whether you use that extra volume on the Camino or on trips before or after the Camino, it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing to have that option as long as everything else was equal, where you did not give up on the weight, and you did not give up on the price, and you did not give up on the quality, and yet you could still get that expandability. That is what these packs represent. So for example, this is the Gregory Optic 48, an excellent pack. It retails for about $190. It's a 48-liter pack that weighs just a tad under 40 ounces. This is the Granite Gear X60, a special version of its famous Crown 260 backpack. It retails for $200, and I managed to get mine for less than $120. It also weighs just under 40 ounces. And that's before you do any modifications to the pack. With full modifications, this pack can get down to 23 ounces. The Sierra Designs Flex Capacitor retails for about $200. This backpack is the heavyweight of the bunch, weighing in at 46 ounces. Now, there are plenty of other features that distinguish these packs, and like I said, I will be going into those later as I get some experience with these packs and I can do a better review. But the main takeaway from this video that I want you to see is that behind me are two packs that can carry up to 60 liters of gear and yet can compress down to 10, 5, practically 0, or anywhere in between. Now, how does this compare to going with something like the more popular Osprey brand? As you might know from previous videos, my original Camino backpack was going to be the Osprey Exos 38, an excellent backpack that I still very much love. Now, mine ended up being the wrong size for me, and that is why I'm shopping backpacks now. But just in a cross comparison of the features we've been looking at, consider that the Exos 38 is a full 10 liters smaller than the smallest backpack behind me, and is more than 20 liters smaller than the other two, the 60 liters that we've been looking at. How does it compare price and weight wise? Well, the Exos runs about $180 retail, maybe a $20 difference. What about a difference in weight? There almost isn't any. The Exos 38 by itself runs 40 ounces. It's 2.5 pounds of backpack, and it's only a 38-liter pack. Now let's bump it up to an even more fair comparison and look at the Exos 48. So this would be the backpack that would be most directly in competition with the Gregory Optic. The Exos 48 claims to weigh about the same, right in the 40-ounce range, and it runs an extra $20, which means that now you have a backpack that in weight and price is exactly in line with not only the Optic 48, but with the two 60-liter packs. For a more completely fair comparison, let's talk about the Osprey Atmos series, or Aura for the ladies. This is pretty much the most popular, larger size backpack on the market today. If you watch Thru Hiker YouTube videos, you've probably seen Darwin on the Trail, Dixie from Homemade Wanderlust. Both of them started off with a backpack from this line when they got into thru hiking themselves. Now, for you Camino folks, if you have read the book or seen the movie I'll Push You, the pack that Patrick is carrying is an Atmos 50, I believe. I don't think he actually says what it is, but from what I could see in the movie, that's what it looked like. So this is a very, very popular pack from a very, very popular company. Well, the 65-liter version, which is the closest to what these are, is going to weigh in at 72 ounces. That's 4.5 pounds of backpack before you even put anything in it. And it retails for $270. A lot of that weight is in their amazing suspension system. So I'm not saying that just because weight and price are what they are, you shouldn't look into them. But you need to understand what it is you're paying for. If you're going on the Camino and you're going to be carrying a fairly small loadout, it would make sense to get something that could expand if necessary, but only if it didn't cost you anything in weight, features, or price. And with these two backpacks at least, that is the case. All right, I will leave you with that for now. I have not personally made any decisions yet. I'm being a lot more careful with my backpack decision than I was before. I'm going to take these out and run them around up in the hills and see how I like them. Those videos will be coming, and if you want to see them, subscribe to the channel and click that bell notification so that I can let you know when new videos come out. If this video has helped you, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like, and until next time, buen camino.